fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Foot Soldier Tommy and Morphed Raphael 2-pack from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection TMNT crossover from Hasbro. So once again, this happened in the comics, and real quick spoilers, if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a great storyline. But the Rangers had lost their ability to use the power coin, so they gave them to the Turtles, and they were able to morph, and at that time Tommy was undercover as a foot soldier because Shredder had stolen his power coin. So it's a really cool story, definitely recommend checking it out. Gave us some really great designs, and I'm really happy to be getting physical forms of these designs because they look so good and the figures look really fantastic. So we have this really cool packaging here with the Tom Whalen artwork kind of crossing over onto the other side. This beautiful bright green here for the packaging as well. Got the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtle logos on the top. Not really much going on the bottom. And then if we spin around to the back, we just kind of have a promo shot here of the two figures. Both look really, really cool. So I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go ahead and get everything out of the packaging here, and we're going to take a closer look. So here are our two figures out of the packaging. Of course, we are going to start with Raphael, so we'll move the foot soldier a little bit to the back. But I love these designs. They did such a good job with this. I love how they all have the gold shells with kind of the dragon shield kind of built in. They even have the bands here on the arms. The helmet looks really good. Let me just pan this up a little bit here so you can see this. They all have the kind of red eyes in the visor, I think, to kind of simulate how they have their eyes slits in the bandana. It's okay. I think I would have just liked the regular full visor, but it does look cool. Nice silver paint there around the visor, and of course for the mask. Nice gold here for the back shell. You got the belt here with the morpher. You can really tell that's the Tyranno coin. That's really nicely painted. And then he comes with two Power Psi. And they look phenomenal. They did such a cool job with this. Again, you can really tell it's the Tyranno coin there. The hilts look just like the Power Sword. And then you have really nice silver paint there. And look at all that molded in detail. Really looks sharp. I also love that he has the holster, just like Raph keeps his Psi in the front. They fit in there very nicely. Very, very cool. So pretty standard articulation. Now, he doesn't have the hinge in the neck like most of the Lightning Collection figures do. He has the kind of new barbell system where it's like a ball joint down here and a ball joint here, so you can kind of move that around. He's got a little bit of movement at the base of the neck as well, but not a lot. And he does, of course, come with a Raphael head, so you can take the helmet off. And this is really nicely done as well. And it's really easy to change the heads back and forth, which I appreciate. So we'll go ahead and pop this on. Now, it's kind of difficult. Like, if you want, you could kind of put the bandana behind the shell. If you want to put it on top of the shell, it's a little bit more difficult just because of the way it's attached to the head. But you can kind of pitch this a little forward. And then we'll snap this on. Yeah, it's actually much easier to do when you have the bandana go behind the shell. I swear I've done this before. Come on now. Usually it snaps right in there. Well, there we go. I don't think that quite snapped in, but I think that's in. The helmet pops on and off really easily. I don't know why his head's giving me such difficulty. But you have a nice hinge here for the shoulder joint, as well as a rotation. You have a butterfly joint in there. You can kind of see it moving a little bit side to side there. You have a bicep swivel. You have double jointed elbows, of course. You have a rotation and a hinge at the wrist. He does come with alternate sets of fists. You have a closed set of fists for punching. And then you have kind of a more open set of hands just for like stylized poses. Where's the other one? So you get two of those. And then, of course, he just comes with his standard gripping hands in the box. Now, there's kind of some movement inside the shell. You can see that there's a joint right there. So you can kind of get a little bit of movement. He kind of has an ab crunch. The shell makes it obviously not as apparent, and you can't really get a full range of motion with it. But there is a little bit of movement there. You have a nice ball joint at the hip. I'm going to use this one since the side's not in there. Kick out to the side, kick forward. Can't really kick back all that much, but a little bit. Of course, you have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. There we go, get that one to bend. And then we have a boot swivel, and then you have the hinge and the rocker and the ankle. So pretty much all the standard articulation that you would expect. I love that they incorporate the turtle heads as well, kind of their civilian heads. I think that looks really cool. Raph obviously very upset. Good, put that back in there. Now he has one other accessory. He has this really cool effect piece that you just pop on to the end of the side blade. I love that a lot. I think that looks really cool. Got a cool slashing effect there. I hope over time that doesn't pull... it's already actually starting to do it. I was going to say, I hope that doesn't pull the silver paint off, because it is kind of snug. So just be a little aware of that. Be a little wary. But yeah, overall, really, really cool. I love this figure a lot. I think it's so cool that they made Turtle Power Rangers. Alright, so now we will move on to the Foot Soldier. Now this is supposed to be Tommy in disguise, but if you just want to use it as a regular Foot Soldier, you can, and I kind of think that's how I'll display it, because I really like the design of this Foot Soldier. It's a little simplistic, but I think it really works. Very stylized, definitely fits the art for the book. He comes with a katana here. He's got these nice gauntlets. The head is rather simplistic, but I like it. I kind of would have liked a little red foot on the forehead, but again, it's a more simplistic look. Now, he does have the hinge and the ball joint, so you can get pretty good range of motion there in the neck. He also has the butterfly joints. He's got the hinge and the rotation in the shoulder. Double jointed elbows. He's got the same wrists with the hinge and the rotation. He comes with one alternate set of hands. Just a closed fist set for punching. He's got the torso ball joint like we're used to. He's also got the ab crunch like most Lightning Collection figures do. He's got the hinge. Kick pretty far forward, out to the side, no problem. Can't go back all that much because he's got kind of a butt flap. Got the thigh cut there. Got the double jointed knees. He does have a boot cut kind of here where the bandaging starts. And then he's got the rocker and hinge just like anyone else. So it's a really cool figure. I like it a lot. Now he does of course come with a Tommy head so that you can make a Tommy in disguise. And it's a pretty good likeness. I think they did a pretty good job here with this. And he's got a couple options. So if you take the Foot Soldier head off, you can either have the mask kind of down around his neck, and they give you this little piece for that. Or they give you this ninja mask, which is really nicely form-fitting to the head. It really pops on here pretty nice and tight, almost to the point that it looks like it's painted on there. And it really clips on the nose really well. And so you can put it on like this. So if you want to have the mouth covered, you can. Or if you want to have the entire face exposed, you can have this piece down here around his neck like you just pulled the mask down. So that's really cool. So you have three options there. Kind of like the Ninjetti figures. You have the full mask, you have the just mouth covered, or you have the full mask pulled down around the neck. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. He comes with two effect pieces. We have this generic lightning-ish one that we've seen a bunch of times. I guess you could put this around the katana. Although at this point he doesn't really have powers. That's why he's in disguise. This might be, you know, you could use it with Raph as well. It's just kind of a generic effect piece that they just kind of toss in the box. We've seen this one 100 times. And then he has this punching one. Definitely meant to be used with the Foot Soldier because I don't think this will fit on the hand of the Ninja Turtle. But you just kind of pop this in here. It works a little bit better. I'll use the closed fist hand. And then you just pop that on there. It doesn't even really attach all that well. Actually, I guess if you really tuck this in there, there we go. And then you can pop that into his hand and just make it look like he's punching. Again, you know, Tommy doesn't have powers, so I don't really know why. Foot Soldiers don't really have powers either, so I don't really understand why you'd have an effect piece for that character, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably just going to keep it as a Foot Soldier. I honestly wouldn't mind if Hasbro would do a 2-pack of these Foot Soldiers, because I would like to have a couple more to kind of flank, you know, Shredder in the Green Ranger power suit. I think that would look really cool. But I don't know if that's eventually going to happen or not. I feel like it's been a minute since these came out, so if that was going to happen, it probably already would have happened by now. But I still would love to see that. Even if it's just like a Hasbro Pulse exclusive or something like that, I'd be fine with that. So, two really great figures. I think they look fantastic. I love the designs. Obviously, Raph's going to be my favorite out of the two, but the Foot Soldier's really cool. I mean, yes, it's Tommy in disguise, and they just did that so that, you know, it's not a generic Foot Soldier, but I kind of like it as a generic Foot Soldier, I'm not going to lie. But you do have the option, if you want it to be Tommy in disguise, you can swap the head out. And I really have to give them props for this mask, because it really form fits to the Tommy head really well, and it just makes it look like it's completely one piece, so I really love that. So you got 3 options there for the head for Tommy in disguise, which is really nice. Or again, just use it as a regular foot soldier if you like that better. So really cool. I think this turned out to be a really great 2-pack. I absolutely recommend picking it up. At this point, it's on sale a lot of places. It was part of that huge Hasbro sale a couple weeks ago. I see it on sale like at GameStop and Dorkside Toys, things like that from time to time. So it's definitely still around if you want to grab one of these, and I highly recommend it. It was a great comic. Check out the comic if you haven't read it. Really cool crossover. Gave us some really excellent suit designs here for the Turtles, and I'm so happy that Hasbro made figures for these designs because they came out really great. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.